Okay guys, let's go ahead and work on our second worksheet over reviews, over our exponent review. So the very first one you have here is number 4, and I tried to pick different things compared to what we had previously, so to make sure that you guys are hitting all of them. So the very first thing you should notice is you have an exponent on the outside. So the exponent on the outside means that it has to go to the entire thing on the inside. So if it's going to the entire thing on the inside, the very first thing you want to do is put on any missing exponents on every single base. Okay? So with that being said, that's going to be 3 to the negative 2 over 2 to the negative 2, d to the negative 4, e to the positive 30. Play the game. Should I stay or should I go? Extending that. 2 squared comes on top, 3 squared goes to the bottom. D to the 4th goes to the bottom, and e to the 30th stays. So keep reducing that. 2 squared is 4, e to the 30th, over 3 squared, which is 9, d to the 4. Done. There's number 4. Next is number 8. Number 8 is very similar to the one that we did in exponent worksheet 1. You have the exponent on the outside, so every single thing goes on the inside. So again, very first step, put on missing exponents. So that's going to be 3 to the 1st, r to the 8th, I lied, 3 to the 4th. 3 to the 4th, r to the 8th, s to the negative 12. All over, simply recopy the bottom. So now, this is where I highlighted things differently, and I said, here's the problem 1, here's problem 2, and here's problem 3. So your goal is to deal with each one of those individually. So how do we go about that? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 times 9 is 81 over 4. We are going to subtract these exponents because they are attached by division. A double negative creates a positive, and we're extending that so that everybody knows that that's in the numerator. Okay? So 81 and 4 stay, and that's going to give me r to the 15th, s to the negative 2. So again, play the should I stay or should I go concept. 81 stays, 4 stays. R to the 15th stays, s to the negative 2 is going to go to the bottom and become positive. And that is done. Okay. Next problem on here is number 13. This is super duper easy. So I wanted to make sure you guys did not think things were too easy. Put on the missing exponents and distribute x to the negative 1 over 10 to the negative 1. Should I stay or should I go? Means they both swap positions, and you're done. Number 16. Super easy. If I were to have 5 divided by 5, you cancel that out and give me 1. So x to the n over x to the n cancels out to give you 1. So what you actually have is x squared over x cubed, which means I actually have 2 x's on top and I have 3 x's on the bottom, which means these all go away. I did not write that very clearly. Those go away, and what you're left with is 1 over x. If you wanted to subtract, you could. Subtracting will get you the same answer. That's going to be x to the 2 minus 3, which is x to the negative 1 to be 1 over x. So it's really just how does your brain work? I would have gone from here to there immediately. And the last example is this one right here. The biggest thing that is an issue is this negative right there. A negative is an issue. That's the same thing as negative 1 times 3 over 5. That's what that is. So this is negative 1 cubed, 3 cubed, 5 cubed, 5 squared, 3 squared, Negative times a negative times a negative is a negative. There are 3 3s on top, and that is going to cancel out and leave 1 remaining down on top with none on the bottom. There are going to be no 5s on top up there with 1 5 remaining there to give you 3/5 times -1, which is just going to be -3/5. Again, the second worksheet is not nearly as hard as what you think it is. It's just using your toolbox and your foundational math from Algebra 1. Okay? So there you go. Any questions, please let me know.